Good morning and Happy New Year. An hour later than I thought it was going to be, but here we are. We're back. Monday, January the 8th, 7 a.m. for me. When I scheduled the stream, I scheduled it off of my time, not off of New York time, because I'm an idiot. And I've also been out of practice for 2 months or 2 weeks. So, welcome in, guys. Welcome back to the Venator Trading live stream. We're back at it. And we're ready to rock and roll for the new year 2024. Hope you guys had a great holiday, Christmas, New Year's, all that good stuff. Been working hard over the break on a lot of new things and excited to bring them to the stream here in 2024. But man, I miss you guys. I miss hanging out with you every day and missed just sitting here and cutting it up and looking at candles print and hunting A-plus setups and all that good stuff. So John and Corey, of course, already fighting for the first likes and fighting for first comments. But glad you guys are back in here. Hope you guys had a great Christmas and New Year's. And Happy New Year, Mr. Alfie at Dunamis Crypto. Welcome in, guys. Good to have you back. Good to have you back. So just changed up the look of some stuff here on the screen down here. Going away from the 10K to 2 million funding challenge only because Bespoke changed their max funding late last year from 2 million down to 1 million, and I didn't want to change the stream already, but I changed it over the break since we're starting fresh in 2024. We're just going for max funding. So 10K to max funding challenge, still sponsored by our great sponsors at Bespoke Funding. We are just very, very happy. They're very, very happy. Everything's going great. And so we're going to continue that stream with them. And gosh, I got a freaking gnat flying around in my face. I don't know where these things come from. So they're still a sponsor and very happy to have them sponsor our stream. If you want to pick up a stream here in the new year or pick up a challenge here in the new year, you can get one using the discount code Venator, or if you click the link in the description of this video, you can use whatever discount they're running and the stream will still get credit. So make sure you hit that like button. As always, just always trying to, push it out to more people. So that definitely helps when we do that. So what we've got going on right now is we've got a 10K challenge, for Bespoke Funding. That's live today. I haven't done anything with it. Well, actually, I did take one small trade just to kind of get the clock ticking on it and make sure everything was working right on the setup since I've been out for a little while. Sorry, there's a freaking little gnat flying around here, and I'm trying to catch it. I don't know where he went. Then we also have a Top Step 100K account, which we are using. And we are also have a 100K Apex. Now, I know I said at the end of the year, gosh, this stinking gnat. I know I said at the end of the year I was never going to do Apex again. But the reason I'm doing it is because I figured that the only way you're going to be able to do Apex, and Apex is worth looking into because it's so cheap. Because of the discounts they run, it's worth, if you can figure out a way to pass that challenge monetarily, it's the best investment you could make. So I have figured out a way. Well, I don't know that I figured out a way. I figured out the best way to be able to take advantage of Apex challenge is that you've got to have a really good scalping strategy. If you can have a really good scalping strategy where you're just taking small little chunks, small little moves out of the market, once a day, twice a day, whatever it is, you're going to be okay. And so that's what I was working on. In fact, I think I shared some of the strategy stuff that I was working on FX Replay that I had been back testing. I did the entire year of 2023 with this strategy on 2 different scalping strats. One which is live right now. In fact, I'm in this little This is a euro trade. It's actually it's the futures trade. SEH 2024 is what you see up here, but this is euro dollar. Basically the same chart. They don't line up perfectly, but they do line up enough. And so I'm actually in this trade on the challenge as well. And if you're on euro dollar, then that would be I'll just put this box up here so you can track it as well. So it's let's see. Oh, 984, and then we got our stop down. Where is that stop? It is right here, I think. 193 right there, and then we're just targeting that high right there. 539. Yeah, basically. Right. I can't even get it in that close. So what I tested was a negative risk reward ratio. And this just basically means a negative risk reward ratio means that when you lose, you're going to lose whatever your full R is, whatever your full risk is, and your TP is only half of whatever it is. So that's a negative risk reward ratio. It means you're winning less. On your winning trades, you're only winning half of what you would typically lose on a losing trade. And on this strategy, it was accurate between 75 and 80% of the time, depending on which one I was working on. So that's why I'm going to utilize Apex, because I'll be able to take small little chunks, and I want to compare it between Top Step and Apex. Top Step is going to have the end of day drawdown. Top Step, so they don't calculate your drawdown until the end of the day. Then they look at how much profit you made on that day, and then they'll adjust your trailing drawdown. Apex adjusts the trailing drawdown during the trade. So as your equity increases throughout the trade, if it's going up, then your equity is increasing at the same time. And so to be able to battle that and fight that, you've got to be able to take small little chunks, just small little chunks, over and over and over and over and over, quick hits. You can't really catch runners, and you just don't know when things are going to turn around and reverse, and that equity moved up with you that whole time. And so with Apex, if you're trying to do a full day trade where you're holding something for 2 or 3 hours, you could potentially lose the account never lose an actual trade, depending on if you move to break even and the trade goes up, let's say 1.5%, and then comes back down and hits your break even. You just lost 1.5% drawdown on that trade. And so anyway, that's why I'm calling this the futures versus Forex challenge. So we're gonna use both. We've got both going. So I've got my future stuff up here. I've got Top Step. This is the Top Step account is what's on the screen here. On my monitor underneath, I've got my Apex account, and then over on my PC, I've got the bespoke 10K challenge. So I'll be managing all of those accounts here on the live stream as we go. And yeah, that's kind of the plan. So that's what we're doing. I'll still be using the regular setups that I would normally work with for Top Step and for the 10K bespoke challenge, the breaker strategies, order blocks, optimal trade entries, inverted fair value gaps, those kinds of things. I'll still be utilizing those on these two accounts. I just won't use them on the Apex account because of the drawdown issue. And we'll see which ones work best as we go along here. We'll give it all a good try. But what's up, Red? Welcome in. Happy New Year. Long time no see, Cisco man. Welcome back. For me to poop on. Ben, what's up? Happy New Year, everyone. Good to see you back. Thanks, Ben. Looks like it's going to be a quiet first half of the week with CPI on Thursday. Yeah, there's really no news until Thursday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, super quiet on the news. So we'll see how it goes. The strategy that I'm utilizing, the scalping strat that I'm utilizing, you can see right here, we had an overnight trade that got scalped and hit TP quick, easy. So this Top Step account currently is already up 0.5% right now on the Top Step account. And the Apex account is actually up even better than that. It's at 1.5%. So Apex is I had the futures accounts last week, and I was scalping on them a little bit last week, and so the Apex account's up 1.5%. The Top Step account is up 0.5%. So and the 10K is just live right now, and it's nothing. It's a break even. It's currently in this trade, and we'll see how it plays out. But the nice thing about the data that I have is that this is a completely mechanical scalping strat that I'm using. It's just based on time of day. That's all it is. You just look at the candle, you enter long or short, and wait for half hour, depending on what it is. So there is no moving average. There is no market structure. There's no supply and demand. It is literally just time of day, candle prints, set your orders, and then just play it out, and then do it again the next day, and then do it again the next day. News doesn't affect it. You trade through news. You have the exact same thing every single day, And yeah, that's it. That's all you do, over and over and over, and rinse and repeat. And if look, I was able to identify a mechanical strategy that had with a negative risk reward ratio that had an 80. Here, let me just show you. I've got it right here. I got it right here. These are the stats right here. These are the stats. So you've got this is for the entire year. So you can see I started January 1st. I never missed a day, Monday through Friday, news or no news. It did not matter. 75% win rate, over 247 trades, 185 winners, 62 losses in this entire year. It ended up being 32% gain for the year, for the whole year, 32% gain. I don't think there was a losing month, maybe December. I need to go back. I don't even know if I finished out December on this. But you can see the average risk reward right here. This is the negative risk reward ratio, where you have you're only winning half of when you lose. These trades typically don't take very long, 9 minutes. The one this morning, this one right here was actually, it was, let me see how many minutes. I can tell you exactly. Where did it go? Here we go. So we got in here on the break of this candle right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. And we won that trade right there. So let me back out of that and get back over here to our currently losing trade. Let me see here. Where were we? Oh yeah, the FX replay. Let me get that back up. Here we go. So total winners, 185. Total losers, 62. Average duration, 8 minutes. Our average win streak on this is just over 5. So when we hit win streaks, our max win streak was 13. 13 days in a row for 2.5 weeks. We didn't lose a trade. That was the best win streak. The max losing streak was 4. The average losing streak was 2. So it's just a really consistently good strategy over the course of the entire year. It looks like Mondays is the worst day, but we actually pulled out the win on Monday today on this specific strategy. And then you can see here are all of the winning days, all of the losing days. And because you're winning so often, when you do lose, you're going to make it up in a couple days back pretty quickly, because you are consistently pulling out that profit. Now, what I am realizing is that because there are lot size limits, You cannot risk a full. The R on this isn't 1%. So while this says it was a 1% risk, if you could truly risk 1%, then this would work. But it's when you take into account commissions and stuff like that, like lot size limits, depending on what challenge you're on, you can't always just assume this is what you're going to get. You're going to be a little bit less than that based on my quick, unique experience so far just last week. But here you can see every month, some months were near break even. Some months were really good. And then we had December. I don't know if I finished out December. I need to go back and look and finish out December because when I was doing this, the data wasn't available for me to go all the way through. So December may actually be break even or even positive. I need to go back and finish that out as well. But there you go. This is a London session scalping strategy. And yes, I get up, but I only have to get up for literally about 5 to 7 minutes, set my order in and go back to sleep. And typically before I even go back to sleep, it's already either in profit or hit the take profit. So it's a super simple strategy. So we'll get into that a little bit. And then there's another one for New York, which is the one we're in right now. And the one for New York, let me see if I can pull that up. Where did that go? Here we go. Let me pull this back down. The second one is a 1-to-1. Oh gosh. Stupid gnat. Analytics. This is the second one. Not quite as consistent on the winners as the first one, but still pretty dang good. Same basic growth over the course of the year. Only a 56% win rate. But that's not bad when you're going for just a 1-to-1. I'm actually going for 1-to-0.5 right now on this and readjusting. And it seems to be doing really well. But anyway, you can see here, same kind of stats, winners, losers. You do have a couple of red months in the summer, July, August, and September. It's crazy how you always tell people say, hey, the summer months, they're bad. Don't trade them. They're just super choppy. And you can see right here on this back test. The average gain 4, 5, 3, basically 2, 4.5, 5, and then negative to basically break even, a little 1% gain, small, and then you're back into, and then December again was super choppy and didn't really have a great December. Again, I need to finish out December. I don't think I did. Maybe I did do the last couple days here. Yeah, it looks like I did it. So anyway, yeah, so those are the two scalping strats that I'm going to be working with here as we head into 2024 on these challenges. So we'll see how they work. I've only tested these. Now, here's the other thing is I've only tested these on euro dollar. I haven't tested them on equities. I haven't tested them on gold. I haven't tested them on oil. I haven't tested them on pound. I haven't tested them on anything other than euro dollar. So, for the scalps, I'll probably just be sticking with euro dollar there, but we'll see. We'll see. Currently, in a little bit of drawdown on that one, but the top step and Apex both in profit on those challenges right now, and then the 10K that we started with Bespoke today, it's in its first trade on the scalp. Just set that up last night, and I didn't even do the thing with it. The London session. Or did I? I don't even remember. Yeah, I did not. So it's in its first trade. All right. What have you guys been up to? How are things been going? What's going on with your trading? What are you doing with your challenges? What is going on? Let me know in the chat what you guys are doing and how it's been going to end the year and where you're at. Cisco, what's up? So, let me see. Bitcoin ETF announcement from SEC this week as well. Oh, that's right. That's right. And I'm wondering, so here's my thoughts on that. I was thinking, what's going to happen when they release this ETF? Like when they say the ETF is good to go and people like BlackRock and stuff can trade this thing. What's this going to do to Bitcoin? Are these huge companies going to want to tank it so that they can buy in at a lower price? Is this thing going to pump? Are they going to pump it and then tank it so that they can buy at a lower price? It's like, I'm wondering, this is all just complete conjecture on my part, but what happens to Bitcoin price once that ETF goes live? Does this thing just shoot to the moon and it never turns around? Or is there a chance that this thing tanks because they want to take it to the moon? They tank Bitcoin and they can buy in cheap and make their own rocket at the lower levels. So going to be interesting to see. Yeah, the equity curve on those are very nice, man. Very smooth, very consistent. And again, it's just, there's absolutely no thinking at all to that strategy. And you just have to scalp and you're just taking small little chunks. And even if it's not a 30% gain, depending on if you're limited by your lot size limits or whatever it is, you can't do a true 1% risk. You could easily do a 0.5% risk probably and be just fine. But your gains are going to be your overall gain is going to be a lot smaller in the long run. But it's a system that you can look at and go, I don't have to think about this. I don't have to do anything about it. I just get up, I set it, and you could literally that could be the only trade you take, and you never have to think about your trading ever again, right? It's just it just is what it is, and it just does what it does. And you're probably gonna have some really nice profits by the end of the year with it. The average handles points. So it's probably going to be something like the one that we did overnight. I can just see what we did overnight. So what was this one? This one was Friday. So it's like 3 to 4 pips is your stop loss, and so you're looking to make 1 to 2 pips basically. So for this one, the New York session ones are going to be bigger. So they're between 10 and 12 pips, and you're looking to make 5 to 7 pips ish, typically on the New York scalp. But on the 2 a.m. one, let me see what it would be. Where did it go? Yeah, so the one this morning would have been like three pips is your gainer, is what you're looking to win. And you have like whatever that is, double. So that's the typically you're looking to, that's what your stop loss is going to be around 4 to 6 pips, and your TP is going to be around 2 to 3, 4 pips. That's why it's super easy. Typically it's pretty easy to find. And basically what I was looking for is there something that just consistently can give you that 2 to 3 quick pip hit, and you can just take out little bites every single day on it. And if you can find that, you're going to be golden. You're going to be golden. And we'll see if we can take out some of this buy-side liquidity here. That would get our scalp in. Again, I don't really, the trade doesn't take into account anything like this. It doesn't take into account technical analysis. There's zero technical analysis on this. When I place this trade, I don't even look and go, oh, there's buy-side liquidity up here, or oh, there's stops here, or oh, we're in a range, so we're not going to take this trade, or we're in the middle of the range, we're at the top of the range. There is none of that with these scalping strats. With my scalping strat, there's none of that. It's literally a set and forget and do nothing else with it. So if you trade it on the Bespoke platform, you can do 1%. Yes, so I did realize I can do 1% on the Bespoke the platform with Bespoke. So it's just going to depend on commissions with Bespoke. That's going to eat into that profit. So that's the downside with that is, you're not going to get your true 0.5 R because of commissions. And so I might need to go check and see if I could maybe rerun the sim on this and maybe bump it up to like 0.55 or 0.6 R to account for a commission so that you get a true 0.5 R actual profit when you do win, and see how that affects the strat. I know going to 1-to-1, it was not great. So 1 to 0.5 was really the sweet spot and the high win percentage target that I was going for. Cisco says, with Bitcoin, there's always some interesting stats around the halving event that I believe is coming up soon. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting year for Bitcoin. It's going to be an interesting year for everything. We're entering into that election year season. Yeah, you're going to have I think this could be a year where there could be multiple times where it's just going to be surreal moments. Like, did that just happen? Are we actually doing this? I think the potential for some of that is very high, quite honestly. So for the stream today, we're probably only going to go about another 30 minutes. We're just going to go for about an hour. I meant to go longer today, but because I overslept and I missed the whole time on when I was actually supposed to be here, I need to go back and readjust the schedule on the streams for the rest of this week. So I'll try to do that, and then I'll actually set my alarm correctly. I don't know what I was thinking, but it just not much, evidently. So yeah, we'll stay on for maybe another 20 minutes or so today and try to get in about an hour. And then tomorrow we'll be back at it at the actual 7 a.m. time. So New York time, an hour earlier than we were today. So we can get a little bit of a longer stream, and I can talk you through how to set up, or just what the setups are on this. I'm not going to get into that much today right now. Bitcoin is pumped for 6+ months on ETF approval anticipation, so it's reasonable to think it's pretty much completely priced in. That's what I think on Bitcoin. That's kind of my thoughts as well, Ben, is that people have thought this was coming. They know the halving was coming, and so when it gets here, it's kind of like the good news sends price down when you would think it would go up. It's kind of the opposite. So, and my gut says if all of these big corporations are coming in, why would they want to buy at the top? Unless they just know that wherever they buy is the new bottom. Wherever they get in at, that's the new bottom, and everything's just going to always go up from there. So I could see it working out both ways. My gut says that I think that it goes down so that they can buy at a cheaper price. Like, they're going to want to get in. Well, I mean, if Bitcoin's at what, 40K or 42K, I don't even know where it's at right now, but if you can get in at 15K and take it back to 40K and double your money, right? Or 20K and then take it up to 40K, double your money. It makes a lot more sense for those big boys to do that than it does to try to take it from 40 to 80. I guess they could. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to see how that all plays out. This could be the year you finish the max funding challenge. The nice thing about the max funding challenge is that it's pretty much unlimited, right? It's like max funding with Bespoke, but then what is max funding could also just mean max funding with Topstead, max funding with Apex, max funding with multiple firms. So it's like it's just always going to max funding. You could always just be adding more More funds. 10K to max funding. What is max funding? I don't know. It can be whatever you want it to be. What's up, Onsab? Welcome in, man. Nice to see 20 people in here for the first stream of the year. We were down in the teens pretty regularly as the year ended, but you know, good to have the fam back. Good to have the fam back. We will be doing our 10K account giveaways every week again. We'll pick those back up on Friday. So Bespoke is still letting us do our 10K account giveaways. So grateful for that. You know what's missing is a good Leo Ben candle, which I haven't lit up today. I'm just way behind on all the old riffs, the old bits, man. We got to get some new blood in here to get some new bits going. Friday we'll bring the numbers. Yeah, probably. And I need to get my Twitter game back up. I took a break from Twitter, and so now my reach, you kind of get a little shadow banned on your reach when you don't tweet. When you start tweeting again, it doesn't go out to as many people. So I've got to get my tweet game back up so we can spread the love a little bit more and get those view counts back up to get more people. We should have made a Brad do nothing joke with starting stream. Seriously, where was that joke? You guys are down on your game, man. All right, give me 1 second, guys. I need to go. Oh, look, we might get our TP hit right here. That'd be nice. Get 2 wins for the day. We had a scalp at London, and we're working on a scalp here for New York as well. There we go. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And that takes us up to almost 1% on the Top Step account. And let me just get a quick look on the Apex account. Apex is now at 2.2% on that win. So there you go. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I love it. I love it, man. Scalping. I've used to scalp a lot when I was trying to start and figure out exactly how I wanted to do all this. And then I got away from it, and now we're kind of coming back to our roots here. But just to help get through the Apex is really the main reason there. Now, the funny thing is that the Bespoke account hasn't hit TP yet. It hasn't taken out. It got really close to it, and then it did not hit that take profit, whereas the futures accounts did. So very interesting to see how the difference lines up here with the Forex versus futures. And maybe this is the different brokers. So I'm on Think Markets with Bespoke, and this, Think Markets, they have just their own feed wherever they're getting their feed from. But the futures accounts, they're all exactly identical. Like the Top Step exit and the Apex exit were identical. Wherever that price was is exactly the price I got. There was no difference between the two because they're getting the feed from the CME, global, whatever, they're getting it from the actual live market, and Thing Markets is whatever. I don't know how they're manipulating their spread or what, but it's just different. Also, this is the futures contract, and the Think Markets Bespoke account is a Forex, the actual Forex pair euro dollar. The EU pair is what I'm trading over here. And while the prices are very similar, they're not identical. So the futures contract already hit TP. The Forex contract has yet to hit TP. It got pretty close, and it's just still in profit, but it's not where I would want it to see it hit the full TP. And if it pulls back and goes to the opposite end of the range here, that would be unfortunate, but this did take out buy side liquidity, so it wouldn't surprise me if this thing reverses and heads down to these equal lows. And on this one, Very interesting. It did take out that high, but it just didn't get to the same spot. That's so weird. Very weird. Let me look here. What are we doing on the? We'll just leave it. Anyway, let me go out here real quick. I'll be back in like 2 minutes, guys. I just need to go see my wife for a second. So I'll be right back. All right. So price coming back up here on the Think Markets account with Bespoke coming back up close to TP. Not quite hit yet, but it's getting there. Brokers love scalpers. They do. They do love scalpers. These are the only two trades that I will take today. I will not take any more trades after this. Well, that's not. My plan is not to take any more trades after this. I'm not saying I won't, but my plan is not to just live with these two scalps that I took over London and New York, and probably be good for today. Build up our little the other. Oh, here we go. Not quite. Still haven't hit the TP on the Bespoke account. There it is. TP hit on the Bespoke account. So first win for the day. We're up 0.5% on the Bespoke account. 10K challenge, up 0.5%. And Yeah, that's awesome. Nice to see. Nice to see. And the one of the things that you're going to see if you get into using this strat with me as we go into 2024 is that there will be days when you'll get the entry that was basically the lower the high of the day, and it just runs. You'll be like, oh man, I could have caught a 1 to 5, or I could have caught a 1 to 7. Yeah, but then there's a lot of days that literally you'll get wicked in. I say a lot. You saw the win percentage. It wasn't like a lot of days. When you lose, you typically lose very quickly. You're going to get just basically bumped in, and then it will just tank right to your stop loss. But again, this has such a high win rate. It's not really too concerning overall how it all plays out. So, but yeah, that's it. 2 wins for the day, 2 scalps. Top step up to 1%, and Apex up to 2.2%. The bespoke 10K account is 0.5%. Maybe I should put up the stats over here on the screen somewhere. Maybe I can put in a new block with the where the account balances are. So. The nice thing with the futures accounts, I will say this, is that they're 1-step challenges. You don't have to, once you hit your TP, you're funded. And with the 10K challenge from Bespoke, you actually have to have pass phase 1 and then pass phase 2, a 2-step challenge. So, not great. That's not cool. It's not like you, but with the future stuff, the downside is you have very, very small drawdown limits. So you really have, that's why scalping works well, at least, especially with the Apex. You're basically taking advantage of just bumping up as that trailing drawdown moves. You're always going to be at the top end of your drawdown limit theoretically. Is with that 2 minutes is all you need. There he is. Let's go. 0.8 RR. So Red, I have not tried all of the different RRs. That's one of the things that's on my list to do, is to go in and look at and see what the best RR is. Like, what's the most efficient RR that you can get? Is it 0.65? Is it 0.7, 0.75? Is it 1? Is it 1.5? What I've realized is that for a lot of traders, psychologically, the win rate is more important than the profit. People want to win. Everybody wants to win. They want to know that they're winning. And if you're struggling with trading, if you're struggling with passing challenges, if you're struggling with consistency, finding a strategy that gives you that consistency can do wonders for your psychology. And so while you might be able to make the same amount of money with a 1-to-1, you're going to have a way lower win rate, and that messes with people, which often leads to which triggers other errors in their trading, like revenge trading or over leveraging or whatever it is, because they're losing too much. And so having a very high win rate strategy with a negative risk to reward, you can take small little chunks at a time. Now you have to be way more patient on the long run to build up that small account. You're only taking small little chunks every single day, maybe 1/3% to 0.5% gain on each trade or each day even. It's not like you're not gonna be able to pass on one trade, right? You're not gonna be able to pass on 2 trades. It's gonna take you probably a month of trading every single day, just doing the same thing over and over mechanically. before you would probably be able to pass that challenge. And so I'm not sure how different people think differently about that. Looking to trade NAS this year. What's its average daily range? I mean, I don't know. I don't know that information, but you could probably just put an indicator on ADR, average daily range indicator, and it'll probably show you some of that. Cisco says, I may have missed you say earlier, but on the Bespoke account, are you only running this scalping strat also? I'm doing, so yeah, Cisco on the other, so Apex is only scalping, but so the what's up here right now is my Top Step account. So this is the Top Step you see here. I have Apex on the screen underneath here on the actual laptop screen. And then I've got PC laptop over here with MT5 running the Bespoke account. So on the Bespoke account and on the Top Step account, I will trade my regular trading along with the scalping. So I'll be doing the scalping on those accounts as well. And then I'll be using breaker block. I'll be using order blocks, fair value gaps, inverted fair value gaps, optimal trade entries, all of those, the other kind of my bread and butter for my other like day trading / swing trading style of taking orders. I'll be doing both of those on the others. The scalping is solely on Apex, but it's not solely on the other two. Yeah, with it being a mechanical strategy, you should be able to code it and easily test loads at different RR levels. I need to figure out a way to code it, because if there's a way that I could code it and set up an EA to run so I don't have to wake up at 2 a.m. my time, that'd be cool. Two minutes is all you need. That's it. I don't know. The older I get, I need more than 2 minutes. What was this should have been a I only went to 0.5 on this one because I wanted to scalp it and make sure I got the win today, but this would have been a 1-to-1. The New York session is supposed to be a 1-to-1, but I decided I was only going to do 0.5 today. So, all right, guys, I think this is a good start to the new year. We're just getting the rust off, knocking the rust off a little bit, and, good to, I messed up the time first day of the year, but we got the stream in. We're good to go. We got to see everybody. We got to say hi. The Discord's up and running. Jump over there. I'll be active on Twitter. We will be back again tomorrow, and we will be at the correct time, 7 a.m. New York time. So an hour earlier start than we started today, and I will set my alarm to happen the right way. And we're going to get off in time so John can go over to his first love, Top Step TV. Because we all know this is just like the warm-up act for John in the mornings. So. But you guys have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your time. Don't worry about trading is going to be here all year. We got a long year ahead of us. We got many days ahead of us. Don't do dumb things to start off the new year. Follow your rules. Follow your plan. And we'll be back again tomorrow. So you guys have a great one. We'll catch you later. Adios.